Wheel of randomness, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes that we shall learn. Welcome to Randomly 15 Minutes, where we give you a topic in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm your writer, Sam Rossi, and shortly Megan Clyde-Nickey will be reading a script written by me on a topic she may or may not know about. This shall be fun.
Welcome back, everybody, and to those who are new, we welcome you. I'm your hostess, Megan Clyde-Nickey, and today is a fun, well, they're always fun, but this one is really fun because I like movies, and Sam has chosen from our Wheel of Randomness the movies. So let's go to the movies.
Let's go to the movies.
Let's go to the
Let's go to the
movies.
movies.
Let's go. So let's roll out the red carpet. There we go. Roll out the red carpet and take a seat and listen. And yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else. All right, here we go. The second annual Academy Award for Best Picture nominees are the Broadway Melody, Alibi, the Hollywood Review, In Old Arizona, The Patriot, and the winner is the Broadway Melody. The Broadway Melody, also known as the Broadway Melody of 1929, is a 1929 American pre-code. We'll discuss the Hays Code, the motion picture production... we'll discuss the Hays Code. The Motion Picture Production Code was a set of industry guidelines for the self-censorship of content that was applied to most motion pictures released by major studios in the United States from 1934 to 1968. Musical film and the first sound film to win an Academy Award for Best Picture. It was one of the early musicals to feature a Technicolor sequence which sparked the trend of color being used in a flurry of musicals that would hit the screens in 1929 to 1930. The film was the first musical released by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and was Hollywood's first all-talking musical. The Broadway Melody was written by Norman Huston and James Gleason Gleason. I thought it was his last name, Gleason from Gleason.
I got to be better at hitting N.
It's okay. It's okay. It makes it funny. So the Broadway Melody was written by Norman Huston and James Gleason from a story by Edmund Goulding and directed by Harry Beaumont. Original music was written by Arthur Freed and Nacio Herb Brown. Bessie Love was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance. So what is the plot? Well, long story short, it's a love story, but not a love story. IMDb says vaudeville sisters Hank and Queenie Mahoney take their act to the Broadway stage in New York when Eddie, a professional song and dance man appearing in a new show, invites his girlfriend Hank to join him. Soon after, Eddie transfers his affections to Queenie, who attempts to do right by her sister by dating another man, high society member Jock Werner. The showbiz melodrama is quickly overshadowed by the romantic subplot. Because this movie was one of the early sound features made and one of the early sound musicals, the production learned how to record sound properly by trial and error, with calls for rushies, the precursor to dailies. The sets were changed to improve sound quality. The retakes and long scheduling took a toll on the filming. It took over 3 hours to film Bessie Love's brief ukulele playing scene. Random facts about this musical. A silent version was released as many theaters in 1929 did not have the equipment. It was 1929's top-grossing movie. The number Wedding of the Painted Doll was 307 feet in length, was filmed in 2-color Technicolor. But except for a 16-second Technicolor fragment with the beginning of the number preserved at George Eastman House, it survives only in black and white. The original choreography was rejected and the number had to be refilmed. Rather than have a live orchestra perform the music, the new choreography was filmed during a playback of the original take, making this the first film sequence filmed during a playback of pre-recorded music. In addition to its many historical firsts, this movie is a full-throttle pre-code film. Its backstage milieu, featuring scantily clad choreens, an overtly gay costume designer, and an unmistakably lesbian wardrobe mistress. Early musicals tended to be just filmed vaudeville performances. The Broadway Melody 1929 broke with this tradition by actually incorporating musical numbers into its plot. Early sound films had static camera shots as the camera had to be put in a soundproof box so that the camera's motor wouldn't show up on the soundtrack. Director Harry Beaumont and his cinematographer John Arnold came up with the idea of putting this booth on wheels so that the camera work would appear more dynamic. As of November 2020, this film has a 33% score on Rotten Tomatoes based on 24 reviews, making it the site's worst reviewed film to have won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Well, it's now I want to see this movie.
When I read the plot, I'm like, I don't even know if I can watch this.
Like, pre-code films are always fun though. I like when TCM plays them. They're always interesting where you're like, ooh, they got away with some things.
Yeah, well, the code was stupid.
It was. I mean, and even like during pre-code, I've been watching some movies and I'm like listening to some of the or like the innuendos and stuff like that. I'm like, and this is code era, so. But yeah,
you can only get away with certain things.
Yeah. But pre-code is pretty fun. I do like watching some pre-code movies. I'm like, and you know what? Even the ones that were not during code, like when it was where they didn't do it anymore, no, it's always the pre-code ones that were fun. They just did anything and everything, and it was like, oh yeah, okay. Like,
they had nobody to answer to. No, they can do what they want when they want.
Exactly, because it's like there still were. I felt like after that code was done, there's still restrictions and stuff, but it definitely pre-code was like anything goes, and it's always fun, and it's always black and white, and it's fun. I think what was one of the movies I think it was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was pre-code, I think, that I watched.
Maybe.
Actually, it was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's how they kept saying his name in the movie, Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when that happens.
So I'm like, really? Is it supposed to be Jekyll? Like,
no, it's Jekyll.
That's okay, because I'm like, okay. But yeah, I think that was one of the pre-code, and then I've seen a couple of them, but I think that was the one that stuck out to me, where I'm like, this is definitely pre-code, and I'm like, I like it though. It's always fun. And, but I just don't understand how it's like the worst movie ever though. Like, I mean, they have to give it a little bit of grace. It was 1929. Like,
you think?
Like, I don't know. You know, it's always interesting for old Hollywood stuff and just the technology and the things that, you know, they did back then, and it's just much, much different than Hollywood now.
Yeah.
Right?
They had a lot more independent. They were able to do a lot more when being independent from the studios than they do now.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
You need the studios to be the backer.
Yeah. And just also just physical. Like, there was a lot more physical labor back then and stuff with, like, the cameras and the, you know, and the acting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And compared to now. But yeah, it's well, if ever the movie comes up, maybe I'll watch it sometime
I
and
wonder if you can
see.
find it on YouTube.
Probably. Let's see. Probably because it's an older movie.
Let's find out. Yeah, I can find it. You can't. You could get parts of it
Um.
unless you have YouTube TV.
Oh, I do have YouTube TV.
Then you got it.
Yep. So I can watch it then.
It's an hour and 40-minute
I
long movie.
I was just gonna say that's pretty long for
That time period, yeah.
yeah. It's a pretty lengthy film.
Huh.
But I'm interested now. I'll have to. I will. I'll find some time to check it out
And review it.
and review it. I can review. I can come back on. I'll do when this episode comes out. I can come back and say I did watch it, and I might say I agree with where it's a terrible movie. I watched it, but I didn't watch it all. No.
I got 5 minutes into it. I understand why it's Rotten Tomato
Yep.
now.
Yep. But yeah, now I'm curious, so we'll have to see.
All right, so Megan's going to watch the movie and then come back to us. I read the plot and said that it wasn't worth it.
Yep. As long as it's free. Well, hey, I'm already paying for YouTube TV, so in the end, I might as well look it up and
See what you can do.
see what I can do. So that'll be my homework assignment.
You got a homework assignment. I could do the homework.
Exactly.
All right. I'm Sam Rossi.
And I'm Megan Clyde-Nickey.
Later, y'all.
Bye.